1900 shit, big B's, Berkshire.
You see them holes right there in the wall? Nigga, there's been shootouts on this corner, bro.
Si vende droga, ci sono gang, le persone sono armate.
Show the landscape and all that. This all done.
I'm a product of big farming.
This shit right here, this area right here, never sleep. Always active.
We done had multiple shootouts. I'm talking about we had a shootout for a month straight every day the fucking week.
Tutti quanti che stanno qua sono molto probabilmente sotto l'effetto del fentanilo. Non è sicuro lui, ma mi sa che l'ha appunto con l'ago. Sembra che controllano la zona e quindi molto probabilmente con loro dovrei essere al sicuro qua.
Nell'immaginario collettivo una gang è solo un gruppo di persone, ma in realtà è molto di più. Una struttura organizzata, con ruoli, regole e territori da controllare. Vive di crimine, droga, armi, estorsioni e impone la sua legge, spesso con la violenza. Questo è il significato reale della parola gang. E proprio questo tipo di realtà l'ho incontrata a Kensington, uno dei quartieri più pericolosi di Filadelfia, negli Stati Uniti. Una zona di spaccio dove le persone si trasformano letteralmente in zombie, devastate dal fentanilo, un oppioide sintetico nato per scopi medici, ma che oggi sta distruggendo vite e comunità intere. Nel video precedente vi ho mostrato il lato più tragico di questa crisi. Questa volta invece, grazie all'aiuto di Jarrell, restiamo nello stesso quartiere, ma entriamo dall'altra parte, quella di chi comanda. Benvenuti signori, nell'altro lato di Kensington.
No, this area, this whole area, we control this whole area.
Ah, ok.
This is a family area. This whole...
You want to walk around this joint? Come on, let's walk around.
Questi sono tutti gli amici di Jarrell, li ho appena conosciuti e da come ho capito sembra che controllano la zona e quindi molto probabilmente con loro dovrei essere al sicuro qua. Guys, are you living here in Kensington?
Yeah, I live
It's treacherous.
You come from Kensington?
Yeah.
Okay.
We from North.
We from North, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it's more so like a segregated, it's like a mutt.
It's
All
like,
different type of hoods down here. That's why this shit be
It's like mini
hot.
Las Vegas that never
Shit be
sleep.
going down the
Like
way niggas should be
motherfuckers.
going down.
New Las Vegas.
City that never sleep.
Yeah, this shit right here, this area right here, never sleep. Always active. But it's people from everywhere. Like all over the city. There's people from all over the tri-state be here. You know what I'm saying? It's an open market. So
Okay.
everybody comes from far and wide. They come down here. You know
What
what I'm saying?
Yeah, what you talking about? What you talking about?
What?
Samples. No, they want the samples. They sick.
You gotta go around the corner.
They want some samples. They sick.
Okay.
They right there. They're gonna be out there. You're gonna see them in a second.
What we doing though?
Il ruolo di una gang all'interno di un territorio può essere molto vario. Quando ero con questi ragazzi mi hanno detto chiaramente che loro non vendevano droga, ma subito dopo mi hanno mostrato una quantità di soldi esagerata. Quindi la domanda è: da dove arrivano tutti quei soldi? Come avete sentito poco prima, avevano detto a un tossicodipendente che presto sarebbe arrivato qualcuno. Questo mi fa pensare che, anche se non lo fanno in modo diretto, probabilmente gestiscono il tutto in modo indiretto. Magari mettono dei ragazzini a spacciare per loro. E non solo, potrebbero anche guadagnare, magari non lo so, mettendo una tassa di protezione ai commercianti o attraverso altre attività più o meno simili. Non ho prove di quello che sto dicendo, sono solo supposizioni, ma in posti come questo comunque non ci si può sorprendere di niente.
Man, if you stamp, you stamp. If you not, you know what happens. Simple as that.
Yeah, we
don't do
outside.
You just gotta stay in your lane.
I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't lying. And y'all niggas who know me. Nigga, I put in work for this shit, man. Me and my guys do, man. Y'all niggas not coming over here. Y'all know what's going on, man. We run the Oregon side. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to little bro. Bam, I love you, little bro. You know he over on the G. We do what the f we want. You get what I'm saying? Long live Lil B.
No
live shooter. You get what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, bro. It's legal to smoke this in Philly?
No.
No, it's not legal.
No.
But it's just marijuana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, I'm saying when they see shit, they know too many niggas don't even care, so they like, fuck it, like we gonna smoke that shit regardless.
They give us
Don't give us a
just to hinder
citation, we ain't paying that.
Get this shit. Connie, who run the biddy though?
Yo, watch these matches right here.
I said, who run the biddy? I don't worry about them niggas. That's scary. Man, we doing a little interview.
Just books and all that right here.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas real treacherous, man. Folks in them down in Somerset, 100
Avete sentito il nome che ha detto quel ragazzo? Somerset. Nel video precedente Jarrell ci aveva già raccontato com'è quella zona e io in quel momento ero proprio lì con loro. E avete notato quel ragazzo? Appena arrivato la prima cosa che ha fatto è stata chiedere chi fossi, perché in certi posti, prima ancora di salutarti, vogliono sapere se sei un amico o un problema.
About to finish dinner if you want.
Jump in the job, we got a little camera crew. You know what I'm saying? Cars from Italy.
Oh yeah,
So we see
Yeah.
all the dangerous parts of Philly.
you gotta say.
You know what I'm saying?
When you come to Philly, this is the dangerous most thing.
This place.
Ken, yeah, Kenzo.
This is my heart right here. You heard?
Tell me what's going on. He from Italy. They doing the they documenting all the dangerous hoods in the city. Oh, you just
Tell him about.
fucking needle. Oh my gosh, this bitch just stabbed me with a needle. That's crazy. Well, why? No, I'm dead serious.
You know what you said? You with a needle, cousin?
Oh, you dead?
How the jump, bro? I'm dead serious. That shit just went through my drum. Got a needle. No, it's a needle in your bag.
The plundering pusher. You should be.
Nah, bro.
No,
The
that ain't
needle
no
was in the
needle,
joint.
cousin.
It's a open.
That's that right here. That's this right here. That probably was that right there, cousin.
It's a needle in there, though. It's a needle in there that's open, bro.
Cazzo raga, l'ha appena appunto, non sono sicuro. Non è sicuro lui, ma mi sa che l'ha appunto
You know it's a needle.
con l'ago della Sì. Cazzo, io penso che se fossi in lui già starei preoccupatissimo per l'ipocondria che ho io.
She fucking used it.
That's a used needle or no?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Y'all shared it? No. Fuck my whole energy up, bro. I'm getting serious.
Bro, and the plundering tip.
Talking about it's not wet blood. I just fucking needle on my leg. The f you use it for drugs, bro. Put a fucking cap on it.
Same shit that we
What the
want
fuck is you
here.
talking about? Then you just got that shit in your bag.
God put
È dangerous, do you think?
God put a cap on it.
Hey, that's a needle syringe they use to shoot the
Yeah,
heroin
yeah,
up
yeah,
in their
exactly.
arm.
It's not clean.
No.
Yeah, 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 exactly, exactly. I know what you mean.
Got me all
I know what you mean. It's dangerous.
Yeah, that was.
That was nutty. I'm trying to embrace you and give you a fucking hug.
But she touched it with the nail.
Nah, I went to get this bitch a hug. She had a needle in her bag.
Uh-huh.
Bag didn't have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
cap
yeah,
in
yeah.
it. So when I gave her a hug,
Get raw, Kensington. Just
when I
like
went and gave her a hug, this shit stuck in my leg.
Adesso non so con certezza quanto quel ragazzo abbia rischiato davvero, ma sono cose da mettere in conto quando ti avvicini a persone che fanno uso di sostanze. E a Kensington non sono di certo poche. Probabilmente anche chi lavora o interagisce con loro deve stare attento. Basta un gesto come per esempio un abbraccio dato alla persona sbagliata e potresti trovarti in mezzo a un problema senza volerlo. Ma adesso mettiamo da parte questo momento perché sta per iniziare una conversazione, diciamo, un po' seria con i ragazzi.
What do you think about the fentanyl right here in Philly?
fentanyl.
Yeah.
It's,
They don't deal with that
they,
shit.
see, listen, man, they put that shit here to
They
destroy us
shit-
even
they-
more.
yeah,
Fuck
they
us up
trying
even
to kill
more.
us with that
You know what I'm saying? That shit was for hospitals and patients, cancer patients. How the fuck that shit get on the street? You get what I'm saying? That shit wasn't never in our hand. We ain't never had access to that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is all from the government. All the shit landed out here for the government. Think about it. What's the fastest way to come out of recession? To spend more money. You get what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Like, no, that's the only way you get out of recession is to spend more money. There's more money to go in circulation.
Do you think that the government need these places?
Who's spending most money when there's no money circulating amongst the business and the government and all that?
What, need
Drug
what?
dealers.
They
You know what I'm
think the
saying?
government needs
Who gonna
places
keep
like
who keep making money nonstop and keep spending money
Yo, come
nonstop?
on, keep walking, keep walking. We
Drug
gonna get more
dealers.
people. Come on, keep
So to
walking.
keep the drugs. Why you think they could never really win a war on drugs? Because they don't want to win it. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
stop the war on drugs, then they stop the money, the circulation of money.
Income.
Yeah, it's their most income. You get what I'm saying? That's why
Yeah.
we keep getting fully automatic weapons
Keep
and
running down on niggas that
and
got
fucking
mills in
fentanyl
the
and shit
trunk.
like that on the street. That shit don't come from us.
100,000,
We don't own no fucking, we don't own no poppy cells and fentanyl plants and laboratories to make fentanyl in. You know what I'm saying? That shit come from the
That shit
government.
came from China. That's that shit came.
Yeah, I heard about that. This come from China and Mexico.
That fentanyl, yeah.
Yeah.
Che il fentanilo venga dalla Cina è risaputo, ma ai cinesi sembra che lo vendano come sorta di farmaco o lo vendevano. Ma sembra che siano i cartelli messicani a spacciarlo come droga e gli americani suppongo diano la colpa alla Cina perché sono loro che vendono la ricetta del fentanyl ai cartelli, dando loro i materiali considerati legali se usati per scopi farmaceutici.
How you think you get their hands though? The cartels and all that.
Yeah.
They pay like they like. You know what I'm saying? But it come from
Do you
government.
think that the government paid them to
I
make
know the
this?
government do it. Everything not a conspiracy theory. Some of this shit really fake. Some shit just 1 + 1 = 2. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like There's no way it's fentanyl on the street all of a sudden. Just heroin, straight dope. You get what I'm saying? Now we got fentanyl. Fentanyl came out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? I get motherfuckers smart out here, but you think one day somebody just woke up like, damn, let me go get some fentanyl, put it on the street. You get what I'm saying? No.
Yeah.
The government dropped that shit off. They knew it was gonna work. You know what I'm saying? It worked. It did exactly what they wanted to do.
Hey, yo, make sure you get over here, man. My man Shooter got put down over this joint, man.
Yeah, this was shooter territory. This was shooter
My
land.
man
Right
stomping grounds. My man did what the he wanted to do.
This
You know
all
what I'm
food
saying?
shit.
That's why we do this shit though. We can't let go of this shit. We gotta keep this shit in the foothold. You hear me? My man had kids. We can hold this shit down for the
Died,
man.
went to jail for the rest of their life about this shit.
Really?
Yeah, right here. Yeah, all this
Oh,
shit.
yeah?
I know he did my man dirty.
Still
I ain't
bullet
gonna
holes
speak
on
too
walls
much.
out here. I'm gonna show you some bullet holes when we get to the corner. Some bullet holes all in that corner house right there. You'll see all these bullet holes. Look, come look right here. You see them holes right there in the wall? Nigga, there been shootouts on this corner, bro.
Yeah, no bullshit. We done had multiple shootouts. I'm talking about we had a shootout for a month straight, every day of the fucking week.
All dice on the corner.
No shit. Well, Wallahi, I can't lie about this. If you know, you know, bro. We had a on this fucking
Nice
corner
games,
right here.
bro.
Look, wait.
Shooting out.
Hey, this Mr. Chris. Tell Mr. Chris to come outside. Nigga. We had shootouts on this corner every day around this joint, bro. Niggas know what's going on, bro. We was really in the biddy. It's bullet holes over here. He could vouch for this. He was out here when this shit was going down, man. I'm talking about we letting off fireworks, niggas coming through letting off shots, man. But y'all niggas know too, though. We sent that shit back.
All'inizio pensavo che stessero esagerando, ma facendo una breve ricerca ho scoperto che proprio in quella strada, la Emerald Street, ci sono stati diversi omicidi e l'ultimo è avvenuto appena un paio di mesi dopo la mia presenza lì.
Oh, I gotta find a picture of my man, though. I gotta find a picture of my man. This LB. This was one of the bros we do it for. You know what I'm saying? Long live LB. My man Shooter. You know what I'm saying? Long live Shooter. He was, you know, one of the founders. This my man. No, this my man Art. He originally from
who is him?
This Shooter. This
Shooter?
yeah,
Who
this
is-
my man. This my man that got killed. This my man that got killed. This him.
Ah, okay, where?
He got killed at the deli. Remember I
Why?
was telling you to, you know, supposedly this how that shit goes.
Motherfuckers
Type
we
of
gonna
thing.
call a spade a spade. Motherfuckers fairity.
Hold on, wait, man. Free Blizzy too, man. This one of the big
Free
dogs,
Blizzy.
man. Y'all gonna know who the
come on.
fuck he is when he touchdown too, man. We gonna keep going through. Go ahead.
This shit,
big
brother.
dog.
Hold on.
This
What I
shit
call, like we call it jails though.
Yeah,
Like,
and we can call it jail.
like ain't no, like we could call it jails. Like you feel me? Like
it's
y'all
in
can't call no jails. You
It's
feel
in
me?
the jail.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We call it
Call any
jails.
jail. Like we could call the jails. You know,
Hey,
motherfuckers.
hey,
gotta
yo,
wait till they
bloody.
call home, we call them.
Come on, let's keep walking down.
Hey yo, bloody.
No, we take them towards the edge. We want to get more tricky.
Hey yo, hey, send me a FaceTime call, John, real quick, bro. I'm doing an interview right now and shit. They want to see where you going, like how we could call the jail. They talking about how I could call the jail, bro.
Or you can call in jail. He has the phone.
I'm gonna show you how to
man,
zombies
he got a tablet. What you mean he got a tablet? No, he got a tab. Hold on, look though. That shit is going right here, like. You feel me? That shit go, dang.
He all the way from
You feel me? Like for my fucking brothers. You know what I'm saying? Hey, where you at, bro? What was you talking about?
Tell me now, we out.
Niggas in the fucking thing.
Let's do it.
But unbelievable. It's in Philly.
No, nowhere near Philly.
Okay.
Nowhere near
No,
Philly.
my
Like.
man said
And
he
my
wanted
man
cameras
losing
in
on
his
shit.
joint.
Like where that commie at, bro? What's your commie looking like, bro?
What's up, my boy?
Well, what's your commie looking like, bro, in that joint, bro? Like, niggas ain't fucking eating good, bro. You see that shit?
What a little cousin.
Yeah. Oh, you see that shit, like that shit
That's one of
bag,
the ones right there.
50 bags, food, all food, bro. Food without bags everywhere, you feel me? Bins, drawers, you know what I'm saying? Lose the connection and shit, you mean?
Behind us. Oh.
Security,
My
that's why.
fucking brother, you hear me?
L'ingresso dei cellulari nelle carceri americane per vie illegali è una cosa risaputa. I metodi per farli entrare sono tanti, ma vederlo dal vivo è stato davvero assurdo, perché il tipo era davvero dietro le sbarre. Adesso però è tempo di cambiare zona. Ci sposteremo in un'altra parte di Kensington, abitata anche da persone che fanno uso di sostanze, ma con una grande differenza. Questa volta potrò registrare tutto liberamente perché ero con i ragazzi giusti.
This is other area that you control.
Yeah.
They all you know.
Yeah, this all family. This all. You know what I'm saying? We all tight knit. It's still connected.
So I can record it without problem.
Yeah, you cool. You with us. You
Okay.
good. Show the landscape and all that.
Remember the drum video?
See, this is all zombie. This shit called Zombie Land for a reason. This motherfuckers from all over the place though. They from all over, like they from.
Bro, the people
county.
seems diet. Some people seems diet.
That's their whole thing. Like, see, like,
Yeah.
this shit good, they go out. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to die for that. You know what I'm saying? Because they won't, they'll be sick.
Raga, vi voglio far vedere quello che vedo io. Molto probabilmente perché sono con loro.
Probably like this shit like an open market, like this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's come from far and wide to come down here, bro. It's people from where you from out here. That made their way down here and got stuck. Once they get down here, it's the last stop. You get stuck and ain't no leaving. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
come down here, do their first hit, and they stuck down here forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or for as long as it takes them to get it together. But most fuckers don't really make it, that get out there, don't really make it from down here. They get stuck down here. You can ask a lot of people, you can ask some people where they from, they'll tell you, they from different places. You know what I'm saying? They don't never really make it out here.
Tutti quanti che stanno qua sono molto probabilmente sotto l'effetto del fentanyl, quelli che le persone che stanno dietro di me. E la situazione è alquanto particolare, perché non lo so se già ve l'ho detto, però io una cosa del genere forse neanche in Colombia l'ho vista. Le persone mi chiedono ma in Italia è così? Sinceramente raga, io non ho vista l'Italia in questo modo. Probabilmente questa è solo una zona di Philadelphia, ma questa è la realtà, cioè.
I ain't gonna lie, this really was a good day. To say the truth, it'd be worse than this out here. It'd be back more than this. It's light today. This should be crowded, like shoulder to shoulder. You barely can walk down the streets.
This is a fentanyl effect.
Fentanyl epidemic. Yeah. Changing lives.
This is the worst season I've ever seen it down here in Kensington.
You live here?
No, but this used to be my lifestyle down here for 17 years. Yeah, the past 2 months I've saved 21 people, and I don't want to put anybody in a withdrawal because I know what it's like because I'm an addict. So I do it when it's necessary, when somebody's not breathing and they're changing colors.
What type of drug you?
I did everything.
Everything.
I'm a product of Big Pharma.
Okay.
I never touched a drug until 28 years old. Got a car accident.
And
Went to the hospital, broke 6 ribs, had surgery on my spine, punctured my lung. Hospital gave me oxys, Percocets. I didn't even smoke pot before that. And when I ingested it, hey Dave, you like that? You like this? That's my name, Dave. And Big Pharma. And we were lied to by the Sackler family. That it was sold to us as not narcotic or not addictive. And that was a lie. They know it. So none of them went to jail for it and hundreds of thousands of people died.
La famiglia Sackler è diventata miliardaria vendendo un farmaco che ha distrutto milioni di vite. Attraverso la loro azienda hanno lanciato la Oxycontin, o spero si pronunci così, un potente antidolorifico che hanno promosso come sicuro, ma che ha creato una dipendenza devastante. Infatti in poco tempo gli Stati Uniti sono finiti nel bel mezzo di una crisi di oppioidi senza precedenti. Pensate, 500.000 di morti. E i Sackler? Mai finiti in prigione. Hanno pagato miliardi in risarcimenti, ma sono ancora liberi. Questa infatti è una delle storie più oscure delle Big Pharma, come avete sentito anche il signore in precedenza.
I'm very angry, trying to find my voice to help. We need a Dr. Martin Luther King for what's going on in our society right now. We need to come together as a society, as a people, because it doesn't have to be this hard. Portugal legalized drugs. And crime went down 70%?
I don't know.
No, I know that. I know.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be smart or anything. I just know.
No, don't
I know
worry,
my
bro.
facts. This is how I'm very angry. I'm trying to calm down, but I see the BS everywhere instantly. Instead, in all our leaders' wisdom, so drugs should be legal. In interim, they're being made in a bando, which is a house in Kensington that nobody lives in, that people use. They make their drugs on a table by a street pharmacist. And what is that doing for us? It's not regulated. We don't know what's in that. Opposed to if it was legal, we'd know what we would get.
Okay, okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're dying left and right. People are losing limbs.
Because
left
they
and right.
don't know what they put in the vape.
But it goes deeper than that. When you're an addict and you abuse narcotics, there's not enough dialogue about this. So you know how you need food to survive? Your frontal lobe tells you that, right? So you'll do anything to go get that food.
Pay attention.
You'll do anything to get that food. When you're introduced to narcotics, like I was, it hijacks that same part of your brain. It tells you need the drug to survive. So you'll do anything. That's why people prostitute, people abandon their kids, and there's not enough dialogue about this.
Qualche giorno fa, su Instagram, ho pubblicato un video su quella signora che non riusciva ad abbandonare le droghe. Ci sono stati tanti commenti, alcuni negativi, altri pieni di comprensione sulla dipendenza. Ma credo che il modo in cui questo signore ha riassunto tutto sia stato davvero incredibile. Riesce a far capire anche a chi non c'è mai passato cosa si prova davvero. E voi invece cosa ne pensate della dipendenza dalle droghe? Adesso lasciamo Kensington e alcuni ragazzi che ci hanno accompagnato per spostarci in un'altra zona considerata tra le più pericolose di Filadelfia. Sto parlando di Frankford.
I was skipping school, fucking up the attention. I was in a district. You know a lot of them, bro. 1900 shit, Big B's, Berkshire. What you want?
Raga, praticamente adesso mi trovo in una zona, si chiama Frankford. Gerald mi stava spiegando prima che è una zona pericolosa perché si vende droga, ci sono gang, le persone sono armate e non tutti vengono qua, mi stava spiegando. E niente, sono in questa zona e sono con questi ragazzi. Lui fa musica. Which is your name, your rap name?
Chequano, Chequano on the ground. We gonna have it at the bottom. So just, man.
La musica che state ascoltando è di questo ragazzo che vedete qui. Right here, there are the addicted or not? It's not the same on Kensington.
It's not the same on
Okay.
Kensington. Here is more, it's violent, but it's not the same as far as drug.
Gerald mi stava spiegando che questa qua non è una zona come Kensington, ovvero non ci stanno gli stessi, sì esatto, tossicodipendenti che avete visto a Kensington, però qui è un più problema di gang.
Marching on the tent, scratching off in the kins, and shit make no up that drink, it give me the rush. Catch a body, little boy, hush. Think I'm about that drilling, man. These they ain't killers when these niggas they ain't like us.
This music, it's on your YouTube. You have YouTube channel.
This some unreleased shit right now, so that's coming out soon, dropping soon. You feel me?
Can I put it on my
put everything on there.
on my YouTube channel?
The guns and all that.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
For sure, go up.
Thank you, bro.
Go up. I gotta get your gram before y'all go.
Thank you.
You was gonna throw the whole stick in the trash and nobody would have had nothing.
Get back with buddy.
Stop doing what you want to do. Think before you do something.
What you been up to, man? This what you be doing now?
Go. You ain't in trouble, bro. Give me your lesson. Good right there.
Oh yeah.
But now I just be day by day.
Bro, he's about to throw the whole joint in the trash.
Bro, can I ask you what happened
What?
right now?
That's his.
Oh no, my son. My son.
Yeah, it's your son.
Yeah, my son.
Okay,
Gotta
okay,
toughen
okay.
them up,
About this
man.
crazy shit.
All the young boys gotta be tough.
Okay.
You gotta ask.
Yeah, I try to understand.
He tried to toughen them up.
He asked me like, yo, could I
Tough
record
love,
it? I
tough
said,
love.
Okay. You are trying to teach the life.
That's how the young boys come up in, man. You trying to teach the young boys better than us.
Ok, adesso sto facendo anche una diretta su Instagram che volevo condividere con gli altri il momento dove ero e mi hanno fatto rendere conto che ci sono delle scarpe appese ai fili della corrente. Ovviamente ne ho viste un bel po', non sono le prime che vedo e volevo condividere anche con voi questo momento perché diciamo è una cosa che se non sbaglio è nata qui negli Stati Uniti, mettere le scarpe appese ai fili della corrente. Magari chiedo anche a loro perché succede questo. The shoes over there, why?
We young, everybody just throw their sneakers on the wire when they old, like just hang them He said why the sneakers on the wire and shit.
Memories.
Yeah, just old.
Like if I grab my first pair of J's or my first pair of Timbs in Philly, or like my first pair of Forces or something in Philly, that's like they big brand. So might chalk that joint up on the wire on my block and shit.
Once you done with them, once they all beat up and you get some new shit, just toss them on the wire. Them joints, they've been up there for like 10 years, 10, 15.
10 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 10, 15 years.
That
They
was when our
green.
big homie first
They
pair of
butters.
Timbs.
Them joints supposed to be tan. Them bitches green right now.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Thank
You
you.
in the middle of the
Thanks.
trenches, you feel me?
Thank you.
No realer than this.
Trenches, real live action.
Real guns and shit on us, you feel me?
Bro,
Can't even really show it too fast because it man, the law might spin the corn.
Sì, raga, come avete visto, il ragazzo era armato e con tutta probabilità anche gli altri lo erano. Questo solo per farvi capire il tipo di zona in cui mi trovavo. Se cercate infatti Frankfurt su internet e fate anche solo una breve ricerca, scoprirete che è tra i 10 quartieri più pericolosi di tutta Filadelfia. Il mio tempo però lì è stato brevissimo, ho potuto vedere poche cose, ma Jarrell ci tiene a dirmi qualcosina.
It's like rare footage. This stuff that nobody get when they come to Philly.
It's great. Bro, these guys are gang member.
Kinda. So it's like in Philly, it's not really gangs. It's like cliques.
Cliques?
Okay. So it's like people from the same neighborhood that team up together, kinda.
Okay.
So it's not like my gang versus. Well, it's not like we divided by colors, or it's not like we divided by like anything like that. It's like, and basically like the friends basically stick together as they get older, and they like basically protect each other.
Cliques, da quello che ho letto, sono come delle mini gang o gruppi di strada, spesso formati da giovani che vivono nello stesso isolato o nella stessa zona. Non sono sempre gang ufficiali come i Bloods o i Crips, ma funzionano come micro gang locali, con le loro regole e le loro rivalità. Comunque signori, io ho finito. Ringrazio Jarrell per avermi permesso di addentrarmi ancora di più dentro Kensington. Io vi saluto e ci vediamo nel prossimo video, questa volta dalla città di New York. Ciao!